You've faced battles most never fought, pain, struggle, adversity. But here, we use that as fuel. This is the Battle Harder podcast, where we motivate, educate, and inspire warriors of life. Veterans, survivors, leaders. We share stories and strategies to turn pain into progress. Here's your host, Coach Rob. Let's lock in and battle harder.
What is up, Warriors? Welcome back to the Battle Ready series. I'm Coach Rob, and today we're hitting on one of the biggest enemies that keep you stuck. And today's episode is about the fear of failure. For a lot of you, it's not the failure itself that's destroying you. It's the shame and the story that you attach to it. You try something, it doesn't work. You try it again and it doesn't work. And instead of treating it like data, instead of learning from it, you treat it like proof that you're not good enough, that you can't do this. All these negative beliefs jump in your head. And today we're going to flip the script on that. We're going to see how if we use failure as feedback and we can use it as fuel for your next win, right? I've failed in my life more times than I've won. Launched t-shirts that didn't sell, workouts where I just couldn't get through it and my body gave out, dark seasons where I almost gave up. Even as of this episode today, I have times where I'm doing this and I'm speaking my message and I'm giving you guys all this information, and I start to wonder, I have that doubt. Does it even matter? Is my message even going to reach the people that it needs to reach? How can I be successful if no one hears what I'm saying, right? And I want you to know that what changed was I stopped seeing failure as shame and I started seeing it as information. Your biggest setback is your greatest comeback, right? And you have to use failure, that it is data that you use as feedback to adjust your aim to reach your goals. I want you to know the 3 lies of failure, right? Failure equals identity. Lie number 1. People think failing means I am a failure. Wrong. It just means that attempt didn't work. Failure lie number 2. People think failure is the end. Truth is just a rep in the set. You only lose when you stop trying. If I go into the gym and I wanted to give up every time I was trying to be stronger, and we'll use it as an example. Let's say I want to get back to a 315 bench press, right? That's 3 plates on each side, 345 plates on each side. And at 225, I'm getting 5 reps. So I go up to 275, I get 2 reps. I go to 315 and I can't get it up. Am I just going to quit? Am I just going to say, I guess I can't do 315? No, I'm going to focus on that 275 till I can get that for 10 reps. Then I should be able to hit that 315 max. And the third lie is that failure equals shame. People hide, people quit, or they never start because that fear lets them get inside of their body, inside of their brain, inside of their heart and soul, and think that if they fail, if they never try, failure is going to judge who they are as a person. And that's further than the truth, right? We have to flip failure into fuel. You have to run the reps and normalize failure. Treat each attempt like you're training. Reps build strength. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of the process. If I based my entire life on succession and succeeding, I wouldn't be doing this today, right? You have to extract the data after any setback and ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? What can I change next time? That's how elite performers grow. Reframe the story instead of shame. Attach pride to it. I failed because I had the courage to try. Most people never step in the arena. A lot of people say, I want to start a business, but they never do because of failure. They say, I want to be an actor or be on TV or sing a song. And it's not necessarily talent that holds them back. It's that fear of failure. What will my parents think? What will my partner think? You owe it to yourself to do what you have to do to be successful, because you only have one life. And if you let failure dictate who you're going to be, what you're going to say, and what you're going to do, you're going to be stuck inside this little box forever, waiting for that right moment for something to allow you to get this passion, this purpose out, and it will never happen, right? So I want you to remember this, that everything that we do in order to be successful, it's reps. You have to put in the reps. You have to put in the reps. You have to put in the reps. You can't do anything without getting those reps in, without putting in practice, okay? I talk about a lot of things in aspects of turning it into similarities with fitness, because fitness, weight training, strength training, being an elite athlete, an elite performer, whatever it is you want to be, you can't do that overnight. Yeah, you may have some God-given talent. Without getting those reps in, without training, how are you going to be better? Even people like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, the greats, they all kept practicing and kept putting the work in. It didn't stop when they became successful. They stopped when their time playing basketball or playing elite sports were over, right? Reframe that story. Reframe that story. Reframe. Whenever we have a limiting belief system, we have to reframe that to a limitless belief system. Remember, it's not a failure if you don't give up. It's a failure when you completely stop trying. If you pick yourself up, if you dust yourself off and you try again and you learn from the lessons from the failure of the first time, it's not a failure. And I want to give you an action challenge. I always give you challenges on the Battle Ready series, things you can do immediately to help you grow and get better. I want you to write down one thing after you've listened to this, one thing that you've been avoiding because you're scared to fail. One thing that you've been avoiding because you're scared to fail. Break that down, reverse engineer that into your next smallest step, and commit to getting it done this week. Then instead of focusing on the outcome, focus on the data you get back to yourself. Every attempt is feedback, not shame. Okay? Failure of fear is really just a fear of judgment. But the truth is, failure is just data. It's just another rep. It's just another set. It's only just another part of the process to becoming the best version of yourself. The only true failure is quitting. So stop running from it, embrace it, use it, turn setbacks into fuel, and let that fire drive you forward. No retreat, no surrender. It's time to get battle ready. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out battlefittedbrand.com, where I have personal development tools. You can book a call with me for free to see if I'm a good fit to help you get unstuck. I help men 30 and over get unstuck in their lives through fitness, mindset, and discipline, coming from the perspective of being a 10-year veteran, a former police officer of 17 years, having setback after setback after setback, and now my life is my biggest comeback. Remember, it's not a failure unless you give up, you quit, and you stop doing it. You have to remember that you can win at life one rep at a time. Guys, go out there, be the best versions of yourself, and remember to always be fit for battle. They told you to stay comfortable. You chose the battle. Battle Fitted is for the few who live by discipline in the gym, in the mirror, and in the mind. This isn't just fitness, it's transformation. From our coaching and mindset resources to apparel that speaks without saying a word, to keynotes that shake rooms awake, we train warriors, not followers. No fluff, no shortcuts, just real work, real change. If you're tired of talking about it, prove it. Lock in your first workout, grab your gear, book the mission at battlefittedbrand.com.